I've spent today exploring Melbourne, Australia. If you want to see what I got up to, why not follow along? And this time, after arriving in Melbourne and checking into my hotel, I go a walkabout, exploring what there is to see and do in the city. And I get my first view of the Yarra River.
So I'm all checked in for Melbourne there. Here we are in Brisbane Airport, ready for departures. So I flew into Brisbane's international terminal, and now I'm in the domestic terminal. So I'm off to gate 24. It's empty at the minute, the flight to Sydney's just gone. But actually, I'm sitting over here in the bar just next to it. Getting myself something to eat and drink for later.
I'm just here at the airport looking at the planes, and I realise that there in the background there's a cruise ship. I'm not sure which cruise ship's in today, but that's the Brisbane cruise port.
I think this is our plane arriving. It looks like it's coming into gate 24 now. So I've got a window seat. I'm in 5F. USB phone, that'll be handy for charging my phone. Some headphones, a little table. So I've got 2 windows. I'm flying with Qantas today. 737-800. So I'm a little 3 and 3 formation on this plane. So apparently it's a 2-hour and 8-minute flight to Melbourne. We're moving. So goodbye Queensland. Heading to Victoria next.
From up in the air, I had a better view of that cruise ship I'd seen in the airport, and I could see the Mickey Mouse ears logo of a Disney Cruise Line ship.
Bought myself a sandwich in the airport, got a bottle of water there, complimentary headphones.
There were a few films, although it was only a 2-hour flight, but then there was also some TV as well.
So I'm eating my sandwich. It turns out we get fed and we get beers and wines as well. So for my lunch, got a little arancini. There are pumpkin feta and thyme and Italian cheese. Bottle of water. And a beer. I wasn't expecting food, it's a 2-hour flight.
As we started a descent into Melbourne, we were treated to views of the state of Victoria.
And we've landed in Melbourne.
And the local time is 5:30 p.m.
So I've made it to Melbourne. I've reached baggage claim. There's some cases coming off, but not many. There's plenty of people stood around here, so I'm not worried about that. It's a domestic flight, so no passport control or anything like that. I was already in Australia, so that makes life easy. Very good flight, Qantas. We give them 9 out of 10. Not quite decided how I'll get into the centre of Melbourne. We're quite a long way out, so I'm thinking I'll probably just get a taxi and make life easy, but there is meant to be an airport shuttle bus. I could have actually arranged something with the hotel, so I might do that coming back for my next leg. But anyway, for now, we'll see what happens when I get out there. There's a little shop in the terminal when you leave, so if you need to get anything, book some water and stuff. So you've got the car park, hotel pickup buses, taxis, and then this side public transport and Uber. There is also the Skybus there. The trouble with the Skybus is it goes to the station, which is nowhere near my hotel, so that doesn't really help me. I think I'm just going to get a taxi. I'm not organised with Uber, although this seems to be a proper Uber stop there. Found the taxi rank at the end. There are pre-booked taxis and Ubers and different places as well. I've printed out all the hotel addresses that I'm staying at, so let's have a little bit of paper to give to the taxi drivers.
The taxi from the airport cost me 70 Australian dollars, that's about £35, but it was an easy option and it dropped me off right outside the hotel.
So I have made it to the Brady Hotels Jones Lane Hotel. I'm in room 102. I've got a corner room. So I'd like to say, oh look, I've got corner windows, I could lie in bed. But I literally would be lying in bed looking into the office where there's a lady working there. So I'm going to have to keep my curtains closed. I'm on the first floor, so it's a bit quiet low down, but at least I can see what's going on. We're in skyscraper land here. Not quite a view, but to be honest, it looks very nice. So I've got a nice double bed there, little table and chair, big telly, kettle, tea and coffee, telephone. I've just picked up a tourist map and some leaflets at reception. And then a little bathroom, toilet, shower. And to be quite honest, what more do you need? Plug sockets and USB ports by the bed. Don't forget you'll need Australian plug adapters if you come from the UK. One thing I just realised, I haven't seen a wardrobe. And then as I turned around, I kind of realised that this mirror that was waving in before, hello, is your wardrobe. Got an ironing board, iron, hairdryer, safe down the bottom. Many hangers, but I'm not planning on unpacking. I'm only here for 3 nights. I think I'm quite near to Chinatown here. There's a restaurant across the road. Cranes and building work going on there, but it seems very quiet at the minute. I can't hear any traffic, so although I can see traffic, can't hear it, so that's a good sign. Oh, another restaurant across the road there. Coffee shop. Well, we've got some places to explore later on. Just saying, we've got some places to explore later on, and I'm just off Exploration Lane. How appropriate is that? So, I made it to the hotel. It's been quite a tiring day. Travelling days always are, even though I've not really done much. But yeah, very nice hotel. It's a bit of a shame that I'm only on the first floor. I think I quite like a high floor room, but never mind. The room seems perfectly nice, so quite happy with my choice, and it was a decent price as well, so got lots of good ratings, so far so good. For now, I'm going to just enjoy my room for a little bit, and then I might get ready and go and explore Melbourne. So I'm staying at the Brady Hotels Jones Lane. Not a very obtrusive entrance. I'm quite in Chinatown, but I'm walking just along from my hotel. There's a 7-Eleven and a Subway. Kebab shop, so Chinese dumplings. So I'm going to get some food of some sort. Thai street food. Found an Italian restaurant right next to the hotel. Got myself a glass of wine. So the wine's nice, and I've gone for gnocchi. How good does that look? It smells good and all.
After a long day travelling, a couple of glasses of wine and some food was a nice way to end the day.
Hello from Melbourne, Australia, and the state of Victoria. It's the 3rd Australian state I've visited. I've never been here before, so I'm going to get up and get out and explore today. One of the things I picked up at reception was a free tourist map. I'm staying there with a little circle just about there. This little rectangle that you can see dotted out in green is the zone where all the trams are free. And then in the bar last night they had free Wi-Fi, which seems to be a citywide thing as well. It wasn't just the bar's free Wi-Fi. I'm going to go and explore. You can pick up a free tour at the library and go on a walking tour. I think you have to book them, but to be honest, they've marked it all on the map, so I might just go and do my own thing today. I'm already starting to feel like 2 days is not going to be enough in Melbourne. My hotel room was very comfortable last night. I slept well, so that's a good thing. The jet lag's still a little bit there in the background, but I've had a bit of a lazy morning this morning just to catch up because, you know, when you're travelling, I'm travelling for a month, so you can't be full on 24/7. The hotel room's very nice, a bit weird. It's on a corner, and because I'm on the first floor, I open my curtains and I can look into the offices and see people working next door to me, which is very strange. I'm not sure if they can see me. I'm assuming the tinted windows, but I did see a guy react when I whipped open my curtains this morning, so it's a bit
strange, but anyway, we'll see what that's like later on. So anyway, enough sitting around talking about it. Let's go out and explore. Come along. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along my adventure, because this is still only really the start of my Australian adventure. I've lots more to come.
So this is the Brady Hotels Jones Lane. It goes all the way up there. I don't know if that's the whole hotel, but my room is that one there. And as I can see the bed through the window there, I'm going to take it that it is not tinted windows, so everyone in the offices that I can see can also see me as well. We're on this main street, so there's a coffee shop right outside. That looks like a little bar. In fact, I think it was a restaurant last night, so plenty of food places to look at.
I always think one of the best ways to explore a city is to get out and walk, and in Melbourne you've got to remember to look up as well.
Notice there's the Cooper's Inn across there, which I think's a pub, so I might be looking at that later. It's Italian that I went to last night, and that was very nice. I enjoyed the food there.
It's October, and that's spring in Melbourne, so I've gone for the shorts and t-shirt, although it's a bit chilly, so I might be getting the hoodie out. It's a bit like an English summer really, but it is meant to warm up later.
I'm not sure I'm over my jet lag enough to go with the theatre show. I don't know if there'd be any tickets available, but if that was something you wanted.
Just past the theatre, you've got the entrance to Chinatown. I had a rough idea which direction I wanted to walk in, and Melbourne streets are laid out in a kind of grid pattern, so that made it quite easy to navigate. This was the Elephant and Wheelbarrow British pub. I didn't actually try it in the end, but the menu did sound pretty good.
The trams are free in the centre of the city, you can just get on. If you go outside the central bit of the city, then you have to pay for a ticket. They have like I forget the name of it, but there's like a little travel ticket. So I might jump on a tram later. So I've switched down to Collins Street here. I've seen on the map there's a few public buildings, so I'm going to wander down and see what I can spot.
This is Melbourne Town Hall.
Already decided the trams are the symbol of the city. They're absolutely everywhere.
This is St Paul's Cathedral.
And then we have Flinders Street Station. Now when I was in Toowoomba, I was given a tip to make sure I'm down here at dusk, because apparently it all lights up. So this is Flinders Street Station. And at the bottom, you've got all these clocks with all the different lines underneath. And I presume the clock tells you the time of the next train.
It's worth coming inside the station just for a look, but of course you can also buy your train and tram tickets here as well.
They're called Mickey cards, and this is a bit like an Oyster card in London, I guess. You don't need them for the free tram lines, but if you go outside the free zone on the trams, you need to tap in and out. And you've got all the boards with the different lines, so if you wanted to explore further outside Melbourne, or wider Melbourne, I guess, then that's possible. It's getting lunchtime, so you've got sushi, donuts, pizza.
Just along from the station, you come to an ornate bridge, which takes you across the Yarra River.
Looks like you can do boat trips on the river. Then over on the other side, You've got more skyscraper. And there's a stadium in the background.
I had to Google this one, but apparently this is Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Across the bridge, you've got Hamer Hall, which is home to the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra. Well, the one with the spire is the Arts Centre of Melbourne. That seems to have lots of shows on, some things that we'd get in the UK as well. So we're going to book a show. And just across from it is the National Gallery of Victoria. Now, I do like a good art gallery, but there's also loads of blue sky, and I still haven't scratched the surface of Melbourne. I think I've decided that 2 days is definitely not enough. I haven't got anywhere near enough time to even start trying some of these things. So I'm going to treat this as an exploration trip, find out what there is, and then next time I come back to Australia, might be another trip to Melbourne due. And the trams are running all along the road, although so far I'm finding it a really walkable city. Queen Victoria Gardens. Fancy clock there. Can hear all the birds squawking. Much like I had in Warwick and Toowoomba and the like. The birds are all quite exotic compared to what we've got at home. Statue of Edward VII there. And a little walk through the gardens. I had a nice little walk through the gardens. Then just down from the Queen Victoria Gardens, we've got the Alexandra Gardens. And these actually front onto the river. So I'm back on the Yarra River now, and you can see there all parts up the Melbourne River cruises. So I came through the Alexandra Gardens, crossed under the road, so this is the bridge I was stood on before. Now I'm down on the Yarra River waterfront. Looks like there's some nice riverfront places to eat here as well. It's after 1. I've not actually had anything to eat today. Still full in fairness, I've been eating for the last week, so I'm not starving, but getting a bit peckish. Might have something for lunch. I went for pork bao buns for lunch, and they were absolutely delicious. And I had this lovely view to watch while I was at it. Well, the footbridge over to the other side, but I'm going to carry on this side. Well, that looks like an interesting bridge down there, so I think I'm going to head that way.
I was worried this morning whether it'd be warm enough for shorts and a t-shirt, but actually it's come really lovely this afternoon.
I think this might be a bit that I need to come down and see this evening when it's all lit up. Train there, leaving Flinders Street Station. Down on the Yarra there, Sea Life Centre and that sort of thing. This is the Crown Entertainment Complex. Got the option of a river cruise there. Actually, that boat looks too big for that bridge. It's going to be a tight squeeze. Oh, it's only just getting under there, you know. Come further down the river, you've got a promenade down here. I do like a Ferris wheel. It's $20 for adults and 10 for children. I think I might have a go. I do like a big wheel.
So I enjoyed the big wheel there, that was very good. I'm on this boardwalk now. There's not much of an edge to it, so I'm keeping in the middle because I'm liable to fall in if I'm not careful. Just having a wander now down the Southbank. It seems very popular, it's full of tourists and locals just enjoying it. Again, there's some bars just to the side there, I don't know if you can see that. I'm just going to enjoy having a bit more of a walk down here. On this side, you've got a nice footbridge. And then you go around there and you've got the Melbourne Convention Centre. And across there we've got a boat called the Polly Woodside. So I think we'll go and have a look at that, shall we? So there you go. The Polly Woodside was built in Belfast. Oh, Irish connection there. Alright, so you can only visit this on the first and third Sunday of each month. I'm not here on a Sunday, so unfortunately I'm not going to see that this time. But it was nice to have a look at. And right next door to it is the Boat Builders Yard pub, which was full of people enjoying a beer in the sunshine. So I thought I might as well join them. So I've just had a nice beer at the Boat Builders Yard. I'm enjoying the sunshine. It's really warmed up now. I'm going to head over that bridge. I took my chance to check out the free map, and I'm going to head around and see if I can find the harbour. So that's my next one. Over the Seafarers Bridge. Crossing the River Yarra. So all the trams in this little bit of the city are free. I've just missed the number 75, but they seem to be coming around a lot. I'm going to go to the Docklands. So I can do the 35, which is the historic one right around the city, waterfront, central pier. And already they're coming. I think I'm going to get a 75 because I think that might be the one I want. The free tram took me round to the Docklands and Harbour stop. And I ended up right outside the Marvel Stadium, which actually had queues for me because there was a concert on that night. Apparently Melbourne's quite famous for its street art, and I saw quite a bit around the city. These were just boards covering up the construction site on the pier front, but somebody had come along and painted it. So it looks like they've closed the central pier, but you've got the marina there on the side. Always nice to see a few yachts on my travels. There wasn't a lot to see around the harbour, unless you had a reason to visit the stadium, but it's nice to say that I've seen it. The joy of the free trams is that I've got a free tram out here, and now I can go and catch a free tram back, go back the other way. So there you go, I got off the free tram and I'm back at Flinders Street Station. This one bypassed me on the way over, but this is Federation Square. It's just across the road from Flinders Street Station. Not sure what the significance is of all these words in the floor, but interesting to see. So the Koori Heritage Trust, which is that building over there, does Aboriginal guided walking tours. You want to find out a bit of local culture? And then this one is the Ian Potter Centre, which is apparently a free art gallery as well.
For dinner, I headed back to the Southbank.
Tonight I've gone for crab linguine, I've got a beer and a view. So I found the bridge with the little tableaus on. I don't know what they all are. So what I've just realised is that, I'm not sure you can see there, it tells you where all the people came from England to Australia and how many are Australian with English ancestry now. And then you get all the people from Eritrea and Estonia and Ireland, Scotland and all the other places that have come here. So you've got the bridge with the tableaus on this side, back across the Yarra River. These are all the bars on the waterfront. I'm going to come back there tomorrow night, I think, because I really enjoyed that tonight. You've got fab skyscrapers. There's some brilliant architecture here as well.
As a Blackburn Rovers fan, it was nice to see the blue and white halves on the bridge.
I'm on the bridge over the Yarra River and it's just coming dusk and all the buildings are all lighting up. The Flinders Street Station there.
A perfect spot to end an excellent day in Melbourne, but I've still got more exploring to do, and next time I'm going to be catching the tram out to St Kilda Beach, and I visit the Shrine of Remembrance, which also has a great view of Melbourne's skyline.